Paris and its landmarks, including the Eiffel Tower and the Notre-Dame Church, are well known across the world. French people have a strong affinity for their culture and art, which is why many museums, including the Louvre, feature examples of it. From macaroons and bread to champagne and wine, French cuisine is well known around the world. Beautiful chateaux, or castles as we may say in English, are everywhere in the French countryside. The women of Paris are regarded as the world's most fashionable, and Paris is considered the birthplace of fashion. Since the 15th century, the French have made a significant living in the fashion industry. Some of the biggest names in French fashion present runway displays during Paris Fashion Week, which takes place twice a year. Designers like Yves Saint Laurent, Dior, Hermes, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, and many more are based in Paris. There are 2,469,000 millionaires, or 4.9% of the total population, and 42 billionaires in France. In today's video, we'll be looking at the 15 richest families in France. Before we begin, forgive us for the pronunciation of some of the names herein. Focus on the names that appear on the screen. 15. The Ladbrate de Luxury family. The French really go all out with their names, don't they? The Ladbrate de Luxury family is one of France's most wealthy families. It is the family of Marc-Eugène Charles Ladbrate de Luxury. He is the CEO of Fimalac, also known as Financier Marc de Luxury, which was originally the majority owner of the credit rating organization Fitch Group before it sold its interest to Hearst Corporation between 2015 and 2018. He founded a teen magazine in 1961, and he eventually sold it. Later, he held positions with Suez, Masson, and Valeurs Actuels. He spent 15 years working for L'Oréal, including a brief period as CEO. He held the position of chairman of Duff and Phelps. He is on the boards of Renault, L'Oréal, Gilbert Collier Productions, Cassina, and Canal+. He is a member of the Consultative Committee of the Banque de France, as well as the honorary chairman of the Comité National des Conseillers du Commerce Extérieur of France. He previously served on the Bilderberg Group's steering committee. The Ladbrate de Luxury family is worth over $3.7 billion. 14. The Bansal family. This is the family of Stéphane Bansal. He is on the American Friends of the Louvre board. He contributed to the renovation of Paris Théâtre du Rond-Point. He and Martine Aubry co-founded Fondation AG contre l'exclusion, and he previously served as vice chairman of the organization. He belongs to the Fondation Culture et Diversité, the Conseil Artistique des Musées Nationaux, the Fondation Bettencourt Schuler, the Fondation Nationale des Sciences Politiques, the Musée des Arts Décoratifs, and the Société des Amours du Musée du Quai Branly. He was chosen to join the Académie des Beaux-Arts in 2006. He was appointed UNESCO's Goodwill Ambassador in August 2010. He is the Revue du Monde president. Bansal worked as the director of sales at Eli Lilly and Company before rising to the position of head of operations for Belgium. He was given credit for increasing the company's margins when he was named CEO of the French diagnostics company bioMérieux in 2007. The Bansal family is worth over $5.2 billion. 13. The Drotti family. The Drotti family is a very wealthy Israeli-French family. It is the family of Patrick Drotti. The beginning of Drotti's business career was when he and an American partner persuaded mayors in southern France to let them install TV cable in their towns. Later, this business was acquired by John C. Malone's UPC. Drotti relocated to Geneva to work for the business after receiving payment in UPC shares. Before the dot-com boom crashed, he sold his stake in UPC for about 40 million euros. He established the holding firm Altis SCA in Amsterdam in 2001, and it quickly started to acquire European cable providers. He owns HOT, the Israeli cable television provider. Drotti established the worldwide news network, i24 News, in 2013, which is based in Israel and offers programs in French, Arabic, and English. The French cable provider Numericable was established by Drotti. In 2013, Drotti acquired SFR from media giant Vivendi, which is now France's second largest mobile and internet provider. Drotti and his company Altice entered the U.S. telecom industry in 2015 by acquiring 70% ownership in Suddenlink Communications, the seventh largest cable business in the U.S. Currently, Suddenlink is worth $9.1 billion. Additionally, in 2015, Drotti acquired Cablevision from the Dolan family and renamed it Altice USA, with its main brand Optimum ranking as the fifth largest cable provider in the United States. The Drotti family is worth over $6.3 billion. 12. The Puech family. The Puech family is like French fashion royalty. It is the family of Nicolas Puech, a fifth-generation descendant of Thierry Hermes. He was a businessman from France who established Hermes International and attained the status of fashion house designer. He was born in Krefeld, Germany in 1801. In 1837, Hermes first started his company as a saddle manufacturer. His initial business featured silk scarves, jewelry, and other goods for the home. His mother Agnes Cunin was born in Germany, and his father, Thierry Hermes, was born in France. In 1821, he relocated to Paris after the sickness claimed his family. His son, Charles-Émile Hermes, Adolphe Hermes, and Émile Maurice Hermes carried on the family company after his death in 1878. Nicolas Puech resigned from the company's supervisory board in 2014, but still owns 5% of Hermes. The Puech family is worth over $6.5 billion. 11. The Mérieux family. This is the family of Alexandre Mérieux, the CEO and chairman of bioMérieux. As corporate vice president, industrial microbiology, he joined bioMérieux in 2005. He served as bioMérieux's corporate vice president of manufacturing and supply operations and deputy CEO between 2011 and 2014. He assumed the position of CEO on April 2014 and now leads the management committee. On December 15, 2017, he was named chairman of the board. Alexandre Mérieux has served as a member of the board of bioMérieux SA since April 2004 and as vice president of the Institut Mérieux since December 2008. He was named president of Mérieux Development in 2009, and as of September 2013, he has presided over Mérieux NutriScience's board. He worked as a marketing and business unit director for Silicor in France, as well as for the Silicor Group Corporation in the US and Europe. The Mérieux family is worth over $6.8 billion. 10. The Perotto family. The late Hubert Perotto was an entrepreneur, polo player, and collector of fine art. He founded the oil company Perenco, and he was its sole owner. He served as the head of Perenco, an independent oil company that at the time produced more than 240,000 barrels of oil daily. In 2004, his polo team, Labagorce, captured the Queen's Cup. He discovered that Chateau Labagorce was up for sale while traveling to Chateau Discours in Margaux to play polo. He acquired it on August 1989, and he later developed into a significant wine producer. He once again bought the Abbot Gorce de Gorce Castle in 2001, Labagorce Castle in February 2002, and Chateau Marquis de Lesenbecker in June 2006. He had 3 kids, Bertrand Nicolas Hubert Perotto, Nathalie Perotto-Samani, and François Hubert Marie Perotto, who is currently the chairman of Perenco. The Perotto family is worth over $6.9 billion. 9. The Bavaray family. The Bavaray family is a good example of a business family. It is the family of Vincent Bolloré. He serves as Bolloré's chairman and chief executive officer. He began his personal investment career when he assumed leadership of the family-run business, which engages in paper manufacture, trading with Africa, and marine freight. 33,000 people work for Bolloré worldwide. He is a well-known corporate raider in France who has been successful in gaining money by acquiring sizable shares in French-listed firms, particularly the building and construction group Bouygues, where he exited with a sizable profit gain following a power struggle. He made a similar move with Ubisoft, holding around 27% of the company's shares in 2016 when Ubisoft president Yves Guillemot negotiated a deal to have a coalition of companies, including Tencent Games, buy out Bolloré's shares for roughly $2.5 billion. The Bavaray family is worth over $7.2 billion. 8. The Niel family. Xavier Niel is a French billionaire businessman who works in the technology and telecommunications sectors. He is most known for founding and holding the majority of shares in the French internet service provider and mobile operator Iliad, which operates under the Free brand. In addition, he shares ownership of Monaco Telecom, Salt Mobile SDA, and Ear, as well as the rights to the song My Way and the Daily Le Monde. He serves on the boards of KKR and Unibail Rodamco Westfield, in addition to his roles as chairman and chief strategy officer for Iliad. He founded the French internet service company Free in 1999. The fact that the modem connection was truly free gave rise to the term, which also prompted some concerns about Free's business strategy and caused some controversy among other French internet service providers. Free introduced a broadband bundle in 2002 that was inexpensive and quickly set the standard for the industry. At the same time, Free created and introduced the Free Box, which was France's first triple-play multi-service box. The Free modem service had given the business access to a large pool of potential consumers, many of whom had switched to broadband for reasons of comfort. The Niel family is worth over $8.2 billion. 7. The Dassault family. The Dassault family is one of the most elite French families. It is the family of Thierry Dassault. He has two siblings, Laurent and Marie. They are the heirs of Serge Dassault, the late chairman of the Dassault Group. Both Dassault and his son Olivier, a deputy in the National Assembly, were into politics. He served as the previous mayor of Corbeil-Essonnes, a suburb in the south of Paris. He was a vocal supporter of conservative viewpoints on economic and employment matters once he was elected to the Senate in 2004. He argued that France's taxation and labor laws kill its entrepreneurs. The Dassault family is worth over $23.1 billion. 6. The Besnier family. The Besnier family is a good example of generational wealth in France. It is the family of Emmanuel Besnier, the CEO of Lactalis. His paternal grandfather, Andre Besnier, was the founder of Lactalis in 1933. He has a brother, Jean-Michel, and a sister, Marie. The three siblings have 83% ownership of Lactalis. The Besnier family is worth over $35.5 billion. 5. The Pinault family. François Pinault is a French billionaire businessman who founded the investment holding company Artemis and the luxury conglomerate Kering. Early in the 1960s, Pinault launched his company in the timber sector. When his firm went public in 1988, it changed its name to Pinault Printemps Redoute and began investing in specialty retail chains. PPR switched towards luxury and fashion at the end of 1999. He gave his older son François-Henri control of his businesses in 2003 so that he may pursue his passion for modern art. To oversee the investments of the Pinault family, Pinault established the holding company Artemis in 1992. Chateau Latour in Bordeaux, Clos de Tart in Bourgogne, Domaine Dieugony in Vauzon-Romanée, Chateau Grillet and Rhone Valley, and Isle Vineyard in Napa Valley are among the French vineyards that Pinault and his family fully control through Artemis. The news publication Le Point, the auction house Christie's, and the upscale cruise line Ponant were all acquired by Artemis between 1997 and 2015. Since 1998, Pinault has served as the football team's owner. The Pinault family is worth over $35.7 billion. 4. The Sod family. The Sod family is a very prominent Franco-Lebanese family. It is the family of Rodolphe Sod. He is the founder's son and chairman of the CEM-ACGM Group, a global leader in logistics transportation. The group acquired a 25% share in Siva Logistics at the time of its first public offering in April 2018 under Rodolphe Sod's direction. It made a public buyout offer for the business a year later. The group established a global transportation and logistics company with this acquisition. 200 jobs were created when Rodolphe Sade relocated the Siva Logistics headquarters from Switzerland to France on November 2019. The Sod family is worth over $41.4 billion. 3. The Wartheimer family. The Wartheimer family is fashion royalty in France. It is the family of Alain Wartheimer. Along with his brother Gerard, who oversees Channel's watch section, he serves as the company's chairman and largest shareholder. Alain, who heads the privately held company, oversaw the purchase of a number of non-Channel companies, including Ares Lingerie and Beachwear, Tanner Kroll Saddles and Leather Goods, and British gunmaker Holland & Holland. The Wartheimer brothers are based in France and are the owners of several acclaimed French vineyards, notably Chateau Rasin-Sagla in Margaux and Chateau Canon in Saint-Emilion. The Wartheimer et Frères partnership is known as La Pressel Farm in the United States and as Wartheimer Farm in France. Both brothers are passionate riders who also inherited and run an important thoroughbred horse racing stable. The Wartheimer family is worth over $57 billion. 2. The Bettencourt Family. This family is the perfect example of the wealthy privileged in action. It is the family of Françoise Bettencourt Meyers, the wealthiest woman in the world. She is a French rich heiress, writer, pianist, and philanthropist in business. She is Lillian Bettencourt's lone child and the granddaughter of L'Oreal founder Eugene Schuller. Her mother passed away on September 2017, and as a result of her investments through Tethys Invest, the family holding company, and the high stock market valuation of L'Oreal shares, her wealth tripled. She was raised as a devout Catholic and has authored various commentaries on the Bible. She had a Jewish upbringing for her children Jean Victor and Nicholas after getting married to Jean-Pierre Meyers, the grandson of a rabbi. A 33% part of the business is still owned by Bettencourt Meyers and her family. The Bettencourt family is worth over $73.2 billion. 1. The Arnold Family. The Arnold family is probably the most famous French family. It is the family of Bernard Arnault. He is a co-founder, chairman, and CEO of the largest luxury goods firm in the world, LVMH, Moët Hennessy Louis Vuitton. Arnault and his family are one of the wealthiest, not just in France, but in the entire world. With a record market value of $382 billion as of May 2021, LVMH has expanded under Arnault's direction to become the largest corporation in the Eurozone. Decentralizing the group's brands has been advocated by Arnault as a business strategy. These actions nonetheless allow for the perception of LVMH brands like Tiffany as autonomous companies with distinct histories. On May 24, 2021, Arnault briefly surpassed Jeff Bezos as the richest person in the world with a net worth of $187.3 billion. But a few hours later, Amazon's stock began to rise and Jeff Bezos recaptured the top spot. The Arnault family is worth over $157.2 billion. These are the 15 wealthiest families in France. Do you think your family deserves to be on the list? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like and also subscribe if you haven't already. We are always delighted to welcome new subscribers into our community of touristers here on The New Tourist. See you in our next video.